Hello everyone, Blueknight here, and welcome back to my first proper video after a rather long absence due to lots of stress. I discussed more about this in my previous video. If you're ever curious in checking that out, it'll explain everything that's been going on in the past month or so. So with that out of the way, I'm back, and I'm ready to finally tackle the subject that is the recently announced Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon coming to Netflix in 2022, the very same year as the upcoming Sonic movie sequel, which I do have some quick news to share concerning the film before moving on to the topic of the cartoon. So on December 22nd, Tails Channel, who's pretty much one of the go-to sources for Sonic news, and they even have a brand new shiny website now. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave a link down in the description below. But what they found out about the upcoming Sonic movie sequel through their sources is that Knuckles the Echidna will be in the film. Now, given that Knuckles is a very prominent character in the Sonic franchise, pretty much popping up all over the place since his debut in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I'm actually not surprised by this news. Not to mention that the Echidna tribe appears at the very start of the first film, so many fans already assumed that Knuckles would appear in the sequel because of this. Now, I did discuss this in a previous video back when the film first released earlier this year, about how Knuckles could be in the sequel and how he could play into the film's story. If you're interested in checking that video out, the card is located in the top right corner. But outside of him being the guardian of the Master Emerald and rivaling Sonic, I'm not going to go any further on this particular subject. So let's get back to the newly announced, then deleted 10 minutes later Sonic cartoon that's coming to Netflix in 2022. First of all, it's apparent that someone somewhere is always leaking brand new Sonic stuff before the official reveals. Anyone remember when Walmart Canada leaked Team Sonic Racing? No? Just me? Alright. Since this got leaked on the same day as the Game Awards, a lot of people, including myself, thought for sure it was meant to be properly announced there. Turns out that didn't happen. Instead, a TV series based on the ARC video game series was announced there, also releasing in 2022. What? Then where was Sonic? We should have at least got a trailer for the show during the Game Awards, but we didn't. Why? I'm going to tell you why. He was too busy in the World of Light, that's why. Oh, just kidding. Jokes aside, the most likely reason why the reveal got taken down in the first place was because a trailer was clearly not ready yet, and Netflix just happened to screw up the date to drop it. And I say this because looking back at Sonic Boom, which was the previous Sonic cartoon that aired on Cartoon Network and Boomerang from 2014 to 2017, when Sega announced both the games and the TV show, they made absolutely sure that they had a teaser trailer ready for the show when they made the announcement. So going by that logic, and seeing that this new Sonic cartoon will be CGI, like Sonic Boom was, the first trailer will likely drop alongside the show's proper announcement. When that'll be, I don't know. But what I do know is that we did get a few details about the show before the tweet was taken down, and it reads as follows. Rings? Check. Sneakers? Check. Speed? Sonic. Sega's legendary video game icon Sonic the Hedgehog races onto Netflix in a new 3D animated series from Sega, Wild Brain, and Man of Action, premiering in 2022. So a few things to take away from this. Rings, I guess, are confirmed. I mean, Sonic X had them, so why not? Secondly, if this render is anything to go by, this show will be based on modern Sonic from the games, and not the Sonic from the movie, despite both releasing within the same year, therefore making this the first Sonic TV show to focus on the modern Sonic universe since 2003's Sonic X, which ironically is what got me into the series to begin with. Hence why I'm super excited to see what this show can bring to the table for the series, because there's still plenty of untapped potential for characters like Silver or Blaze to appear in the show, which if they do, and I don't see why they wouldn't, it'll be their first ever appearance in a Sonic TV show or animation since their respective introductions back in 2005 and 2006. But then there's the studios working on the show. This is where some criticism has came in from the community, with some fans worrying that the show won't be all that great because the teams working on it also worked on Mega Man Fully Charged. I ain't personally seen the show, nor am I a big Mega Man fan, but from what I could gather, it wasn't that great. But I happen to know that there's much worse when it comes to video game TV shows. And it's a rather weird thing to say because Man of Action was responsible for some really good shows like Ben 10 and Generator Rex, shows that really helped define Cartoon Network during the 2000s. Yes, they did have a few duds in my book, like the rebooted Ben 10 for instance. Oh man, what the heck happened? But despite that, Man of Action, working on a Sonic cartoon, is a rather big deal, especially if you're someone like me that grew up watching both Sonic X and the original Ben 10. As for Wildbrain though, they have worked on children's TV shows in the past, but nothing too spectacular that I can see. Oh no. They do have the rights to all the DIC Sonic cartoons, just don't count on the Freedom Fighters coming back though, because I think that's a long lost cause at this point. But either way we look at it, Sega's primarily in charge of overseeing the show, just like they did with Sonic Boom. If that's a good or bad thing...
Shadow? He is weak. That wind bag? Good. Never beat me. What a weak wind bag he is.
This aggression shall not stand.
Well, that remains to be seen. As for what happened with Mega Man, I'm not entirely sure if Capcom had much involvement with the show. If I'm wrong, just let me know down in the comment section below. But there's one more thing I do want to bring up before ending the video. What is the show's tone, and what format is it going to have? Is it going to be 11-minute comedy-like episodes, like Sonic Boom? Or is it going to be 22-minute episodes with an overarching story, like what Sonic X did? I'm going to have to say the latter, given the nature of the games, because while I do like Sonic Boom, it doesn't necessarily go anywhere in terms of story. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed the show for what it was, which was a more comedic take on the Sonic universe with some really good moments and guest appearances sprinkled in. But the overall show was just so smaller in scope than the game universe that's represented in Sonic X. Yes, I did criticize Sonic X for being a true anime rather than what the original Teen Titans did with its anime mimicry, but also because the human characters were seemingly given way more focus than the actual Sonic characters for some reason. I'm glad they avoided this in the movie. But where Sonic X shined was that it wasn't just adapting Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 stories, it also expanded into its own overarching stories that existed all the way to the series finale in Season 3, where the stakes were really high as the Meta-Rex tried to take over the universe. We even got Dark Sonic. It was only for like 5 seconds, but it was still pretty cool regardless. It's just too bad that this form never shows up again. Instead, we got the Hedgehog and Darkspine Sonic. I still find it very weird how Sega never really acknowledges Sonic X in anything, yet Nintendo still acknowledges the Kirby anime in the games. Huh, so for once Nintendo does what Sega didn't? Wait, what? Still, Sonic X had some great storytelling that sometimes the games had a hard time pulling off, Unleashed, Black Knight, and 2006 being exceptions of course. Heck, even the IDW comics had this really good story since it started, and like Sonic X, it has an overarching story with a good balance of darker, more serious, and even emotional moments mixed in with some more light-hearted moments. So I have a feeling that since the new Sonic cartoon is most likely going to be modern-based, it's going to take some notes from both the IDW comics and Sonic X on how to have a good story without becoming another Sonic Boom. I'm referring to the TV show, but I'm still kind of baffled as to how the Boom games, especially Rise of Lyric, differs so much in tone from the show. I mean...
See you in 1,000 years.
Wow, Sonic, just... wow. But anyways guys, that's all I really have to say regarding the upcoming Sonic 2022 cartoon. Yes, 2022 is still so far away, but we've still got Sonic's 30th anniversary next year, so we can expect a new game while we're waiting. It's been 3 years since Sonic Forces released, so it should be a pretty good game. At least I hope so. But what did you guys think about the upcoming Sonic cartoon? Even though we ain't seen anything from it yet. Are you excited, or are you still kinda cautious about it? Be sure to leave everything down in the comments section below, and also be sure to hit that subscribe button to be notified of any and all Sonic related news as it happens. Once again, thank you all so much for watching and the support. I've been Blueknight, and until next time, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Bye.